any of my constituents in County Wicklow to spend any more money in relation to any of these matters. And at the end of the day, that's what government money is. It's not magic money. It's money that comes from the people of Ireland. We need to see a very clear reform plan.
Notice how the Speaker instantly aligns himself with the taxpayer, using his own constituents as an emotional shield to redirect anger. By transforming himself from a government decision maker into a protector of the public chequebook, he frames the state as a passive bystander, rather than the primary regulator responsible for funding oversight.
From RT, and that's not just about Ryan Tubridy. I mean, this issue about Ryan Tubridy, and I have huge respect for Ryan Tubridy, and I don't mean to make this conversation about him, but the issues in RT don't begin and end with the decision around Ryan Tubridy. There's much more fundamental issues that RT need to do, and I'd respectfully suggest when people keep on saying, what is the government going to do? What is RTE going to do now? The Director General, and he's gotten off to a good start in making many decisions, and we all wish him well in that regard. But it is for RTE and the RTE board now to come forward with a plan that shows that there's a different culture, that there's a different attitude in relation to RTE, and to show the people of Ireland, not the government, but to show the people of Ireland that they can have confidence that the money being invested in RTE is going into public service broadcasting. Let's remember, this whole controversy and saga, in my view, really was rested in the fact that there was a clear blurring of the lines between what public service broadcasting and what commercial activity is, and that's what needs to be unpicked. And this week government will receive the interim report from Mazars in relation to the so-called barter account. I think that will be a very important step. So the new Director General in RTE, we wish him well.
See how the Speaker uses an external investigation as an administrative pause button. Citing an upcoming interim review or pointing to a new corporate executive allows a politician to simulate rigorous accountability, running down the clock without answering whether state funds are already compromised.
Getting on with the job, but it is for RTE and their executive and their boards to come forward to government with proposals as to how they envisage the future of RTE working, and then government will engage, and we've been clear on that. The Minister for Public Expenditure Reform has, the Minister for Finance has, Minister Martin has, but it's not just a question of RTE saying when is government coming with a cheque. From the Taoiseach down, government has been very clear. Any additional resources, any interim funding will have conditions attached to it.
Where the journalist lost the frame. When a senior cabinet minister acts as if the government is merely an external entity waiting for a business plan, the interviewer must shatter the illusion. The journalist needed to strike back. Minister, your cabinet appoints the RTE board. You signed off on the funding models that created this blurring of commercial lines. How can you demand a reform plan from an organisation whose structural leadership your government actively maintains?